Hello everyone, it's me. Yeah. Anyways, time for me to explain some stuff. Thing number one. I got ADHD. I can't remember what the fuck I was gonna say. Huh. Oh yeah, it came back. Alright. Thing number one. This video is literally just me playing Absolver, the downfall of Absolver, while I talk. If you're asking what I talk about, different things, different subjects, like a podcast, but not a podcast. This is more of a video where it's something to play in the background, as you can tell, for its long time. And y'all honestly can just listen to it. I don't care if you watch or listen, I won't be able to tell anyways. It's not like I'm in your house and on the walls or anything. Anyways, I kind of decided that I'm going to start doing stuff like this in order to be able to upload more. Since, I'll be honest, I kind of want to start doing comedy, but also kind of keep games related to it. And I'm trying to think of some ideas, but I don't have any as of right now. So I decided I was just going to do this first and just see if you guys like it or not. And you want to know how you can show me if you do like it? Tell me in the comments, or hit the like button. Yeah, that's right, I sneaked a plug in here. I did. I don't plug, but now I do. I'm not gonna plug anymore. Anyways, if you're asking, oh, am I gonna talk about something political? Hell no. I don't talk about political shit on this channel. If y'all came here for political shit, leave. Leave now. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna. Listen, I will talk about that. You would be better waiting for GTA 6 to come out before I talk about political shit. That's what I'm gonna say. And speaking of shit, I swear a lot. So if y'all don't like swearing or hearing profanity, then leave as well. Either that or just don't listen to it at all. Honestly, yeah, just go. But yeah. Anyways, that's all I just wanted to say. I'm probably going to start doing this more often, as it's a way to upload more. And besides, I like talking, and I don't have... It's really just talking without the camera on. But now, or not even the camera, more just the mic. Just talking without the mic on. It's like I do this all the fucking time. All I gotta do is just put a game over it, and then bam. Video. But anyways, that is what I shall be doing. If y'all like it, like I said I would stop plugging. Y'all know what to do. I ain't gotta say it anymore. But yeah, I will see you all in the video. I hope you all enjoy. Hello everyone, this is something I'm gonna be doing. Since I don't really have any ideas for videos, I'm just gonna talk into the mic while I play Absolver. Now, I've uploaded Absolver before on the channel, and for all of you who don't know what Absolver is, it's basically just going around beating the absolute shit out of people. It's pretty fun, actually. It's only fun when you're doing the beating up, though. When people are beating you up, it's not really as fun. But it's pretty fun for me. I'm just gonna do the downfall and just leave that as a video. So yeah, y'all get to see me probably die 3 times. Maybe. As if I'm extremely unlucky. And maybe asking, is it just gonna be you playing the game, or no, I'm gonna be talking about random stuff. I don't know what to call this, I don't know if I'm just gonna call this a rambling series where I'll just say random shit that comes to my head. Probably. But anyways. You know something I've noticed that a lot of people keep talking about? Is like equality and all. Now, there's a problem when it comes to equality. Because, sure, equality is good. Like, don't get me wrong, I love equality. In my personal opinion, a good world would be if everyone had everything else that everyone else had. Like, perfect equality would be the best scenario for life. But the problem with that is, you give that to everyone, then people are going to take it for granted. And then that becomes a whole different set of worms. Can of worms, I guess. But I do believe that maybe someday we could get it. One day. Would it happen anytime soon? Hell no. Fuck that. Oh yeah, I probably should say I'm gonna swear. I'm gonna swear a lot during this. So yeah, just be ready. I'm definitely gonna be swearing a lot. No, he's dead. But yeah, that's kind of my opinion when it comes to like stuff like equality. Again, in a perfect world, equality for everyone would exist. But in the world we live in now, hell no, it's not happening. And I've come to accept that. You know, when you're a kid, when you think, oh yeah, the world works like this, and if it doesn't, I'll make it work like this. But when you realize that you don't got that much power, it's like, sure, everyone has a voice, but it's more finding people to actually listen to your voice. And not everyone's always willing to listen, especially to people that they seem as inferior or to things that seem as little. Like, lonely men. I mean, it's a real thing, but no one wants to listen to it, clearly. And they just find ways to blame it on other people. As long as there's someone else to blame something on, there's always going to be someone to use that card and try to blame it on someone else. It's just kind of how it works. Is it right? No, but they're going to do it anyways. To be fair, pretty sure we all have done something that was wrong, but we did it anyways because it helped us at the time. I mean, I know I did that. Hell, I'm no saint, and I'm willing to admit that. Sure, I want good things to happen to the world, but I know I've done some terrible things. Now, what do you mean by terrible things? I mean, you know, lying. To be fair, lying is a sin. But we still do it. We still do it anyways. We still do it. We lie all the time. Heck, for most people, the first thing they tell you is a lie, and you'll never know, unless they're being obvious about it, or it's something that you know that they're lying about. And that's just kind of how it is. But you never really think about that until someone mentions it. Until someone says, hey, that guy's lying to you. He lies all the fucking time. Then it's like, oh shit, he's lying to me. And then you start trying to think, how much is he lying? Or, how much of what he says is even the truth in the first place? And then those gears start turning, and then you start asking questions. But yeah, back onto the topic of equality. There is something else that I noticed a lot about, which was about, there was this lady who, I'm gonna call her a lady since of, you know, being respectful and all, but the thing is that she apparently sued Lyft due to, you know, because the man in the car basically said, hey, I can't let you get in the car because you're too big, you won't fit. And I had watched this, and at first I was like, okay, she could win this as long as there's not an option for big people. But after some research and some watching the videos, I found out there was. And yeah, after finding that out, I'm like, yeah, she's not in the right at all. There's no way you can basically make that argument of I could fit even though you're almost 500 pounds. And to make matters even worse, the fact that they have the option for it and you specifically decided not to do it is its whole other thing. Like, that's like basically saying I'm gonna donate to a cause and then not donating to the cause, even though I said I was gonna do it. Wait, I think that's a bad analogy. Never mind. Forget the analogy. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, it's stupid, and she should have just used extra. If you know you're bigger, then go extra then. Go for a bigger car or even a truck. It's just my personal opinion. And then the lawyer, or yeah, the person defending her in court, saying that it's just, you know, the same thing as race or religion, is completely false, because religion, you don't know what someone's religion is unless they have a symbol on them or some type of sign that shows that it's their religion. Like, you wouldn't know if someone's a Christian unless they had a cross on them. And even then, anyone can wear a cross just because it may look nice. They still couldn't. They may not even be a Christian. They just wear the cross around their neck because it looks nice. They got it in all gold and everything. And you'll never even know, because you don't know. You just don't even know. You gotta ask. And the whole race thing of it. Okay, I know we got some pretty good technology, but I'm pretty sure we can't change our race completely. Like, and I'm not talking about change our race like, you know, go like white face or by law. I mean like genetically. Like going into the blood, ripping out all the blood of a specific race and replacing it with other blood from a whole different race. I don't think we could do that yet. And if we can, that's some scary stuff, and I don't want to live in this world anymore. Besides, the difference between all those three is that one of them affects the car. Can you guess which one it is? If you guessed overweight, you are correct. See, if you're overweight, you can deal with the pressure of the car and how much it actually can hold. Not all cars are made to handle that much weight on the wheels and even like on the joints itself. Putting that much weight on it will break a car. It can fuck up the suspension. Hell, it can even do way worse on some cars too. You could total a car just from the weight itself. It won't be able to move. And I feel like people just don't understand that because they just see it as, oh, it's a car. How am I gonna destroy a car? With just my weight? And they just really don't understand that, yeah, you will. And I feel like they should, because that's someone else's car. And job, by the way. If I remember correctly, the man lost his job over that. And I personally say that's stupid. He hasn't even gotten it. If he hasn't gotten his job back, I personally say he should. Like, if they win the case, which honestly, if they don't, then someone's pulling some strings. Give that man his job back. Seriously, give that man his job back, because that's his livelihood. Imagine you take someone's job just because your feelings got hurt. I know a lot of people will basically be like every Karen ever, but point still stands. Not everyone does that. And people shouldn't do that. Just because their feelings got hurt, or they just didn't want to do something even though everyone else knows they should. And I know someone will probably be like, oh yeah, you're fucking fat phobic because you're talking all this shit about fat people. And I say, no. I'm saying this because people need to understand people's bodies work differently. Your body has an effect on the world and yourself. Not everything is going to accommodate for you. That's like everything accommodating to people that are autistic, or people who have a different disability, like people that only have one leg. Not everything is going to accommodate to you, and you have to understand that. But the one thing is, they did accommodate to her. There was an option for it. And she specifically did not take that option. Therefore, I literally cannot blame Lyft. I can only blame her for this. Because she decided she was the one that did not want it. If she really wanted to go somewhere, she should have just picked extra. And since she didn't, again, I can't really be on her side with this. But what do I know? I'm just a person talking on the internet, like everyone else, talking about their opinions on a certain subject. Everyone does that nowadays. And then they get hate for it, even though it's an opinion. Remember back when we can have opinions? I miss those times. It was actually fun back then. Nowadays, you say the littlest thing, and everyone fucking hates you. All because you just said something that you believe is a good opinion, but someone says, no, you're awful, and you're a Nazi. And speaking of that, I feel like the word Nazi has lost meaning to lots of people, because people throw around that word so much. I feel like people really don't understand how much that word means to a certain group of people. Like to some people, that name holds a lot more meaning than just a bad person. But people use it all the time, like it's nothing. And I feel like that's the problem. A lot of people should be more considerate about what type of words they use. Like calling Jews Nazis even though the Holocaust happened. I mean, that's just pretty insensitive, don't you think? That's why I'm not on Twitter, honestly. Listen, if you guys ever want to be like, hey, where's your Twitter? I will tell you now, I do not have one. Why? Because Twitter's a dumpster fire. And if you're asking why I don't call it X, because I'm used to Twitter. I was born back when it was called Twitter, and I don't care if they're calling it X now. I'm still calling that shit Twitter. I don't give a shit. What? Why is the door red? The fuck? I killed everyone in there. I know I did. They let me go through because of it. What the fuck is this bullshit? I ring the bell and everything. Everyone's dead. Yeah, there's no stragglers. I already got the chest. Why the hell is this shit still red? This is some bullshit. I swear, if I come out, this thing's still red. Open the damn door. Let me in. Let me in. Screw this shit. Screw it. This is what happens when I try to fucking record Absolver. The game glitches, and then I have to go fucking kill myself. In-game, specifically. And, of course, I'm in a level where I can't do that, so... Actually, are there thorns anywhere? Really, the one level that has no thorns. I get into the one level that has no thorns whatsoever. Or anything of the sorts. Wow. You know, I'll really be like that sometimes. Well, what else am I supposed to do? I can't really... You know what? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a dummy. I'm a dumbass. See, I went to the wrong door. It's a funny thing there. Yeah, I'm stupid. Guess the clown makeup's on me. Alright. Now, what the fuck was I talking about earlier? I don't remember, so I'm just gonna talk about something else. Listen, ADHD brain, I don't remember shit often. What else is there to talk about? Literally talk about anything. Actually, you know what? I know something I want to talk about. Story writing. Specifically, things like self-inserts. Because I had recently watched Velma and... yeah, maybe like, oh yeah, you finally watched Velma? Yes, finally. And I'm happy I didn't watch it for so long. Shit was atrocious. It was so bad. It made me question myself for a bit. It made me question why someone would do such a thing. Especially to the Scooby-Doo name. And why they would allow it and supposedly cancel other stuff just to make this happen. Supposedly. I don't get it. You like ask me this on a test, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Did they really think this shit was gonna be a hit? Did they really think that? I mean, I'm surprised it even got a second season. Hell, most animes don't get a second season, and yet this got a second season. I was flabbergasted. I was. Oh, get out the way, you stupid statue! I'm trying to protect you. Get out the way so I can protect you. Oh wait, he's a statue. I can't really. You can't move, can you? Yeah, I was so shocked that they let that show even go on for as long as it did. And maybe like, oh, well, it's only 2 seasons. That's already too long. That was way longer than it needed to be. The fact that they did not even stop after the first season was a problem. Big problem. And while I try to respect art, because everything is art in someone's eyes, you know. Respecting art is a big thing. You don't have to like someone's art, but you can respect it. In this scenario, I'm just like, okay, I don't like your art at all. In fact, I hate it. If I could, I would erase it from reality if I had the Reality Stone. Or the Phantom Ruby, where the fuck it is. Whatever thing that can manipulate reality, if I could, I would wipe it from existence. Make it so that it would never existed to begin with. Because the world's not needed. Because if you really want to tell a story like that, just for one, why even need the Scooby-Doo characters for it? I feel like you could have just made your own separate story, not have them at all, and the story would not change whatsoever. Was it just for more attention? Probably it, honestly. Because I can't see any other reason why. I mean, I could see that show literally just being a whole different show with a whole different name. Still being unlikable, but at least it wouldn't be trying to... no, actually, I would see it being not as disliked as much. And you wanna know why? Because it's not making fun of Scooby. See, if it was just a show by itself, wasn't taking any inspiration from Scooby-Doo or using the characters itself, people would just be like, okay, this is just a bad show. But since it is from an original show, Scooby-Doo, old-time classic. A lot of people, of course, hate that. A lot of people are not gonna like that. You're basically butchering all these characters, and you're expecting people to find it funny. And you may be like, oh, well, it's just not your type of content, or it's just not your type of media. And honestly, yeah, you're right. It really isn't. Like, don't get me wrong. Meta humor and like jokes about race, I can find funny. Listen, I'm the same person that watched Family Guy for a long period of time and still found it funny, even when it got to like season 20. But then you have Velma over here, who does all this, but it's worse, and I can't even like it. Like, no matter how hard I try, I can't like it. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's so bad. Honestly, you know how people are trying to find ways to torture people, but not physically, just mentally? That. I just give them that. You know what? That's brain rot. I'm calling that basically just brain rot at this point. Listen, that's just TV show brain rot. If you want to torture your enemy, just put on Velma. The whole 2 seasons. Listen, they'll lose some brain cells, definitely, or go mentally insane. But at the end of the day, while I say all this, I personally say that it could have been so much better. I know I tend to shit on other people for, like, acting this same way that I am now, with being like, oh yeah. Technically speaking, it's their way of comedy, therefore, you shouldn't talk shit. Yeah, but when you're putting it out to the world, and you're expecting everyone else to find it funny, and you're also giving it to an audience who definitely probably wouldn't find all that funny, especially what you did to the characters, then yeah, I feel like it's kind of your fault. Because that's like me posting this video and expecting someone not to hate it. And then I get a hate comment and then get mad about it. It's like, I posted the video, I should have known this would have happened. Eventually. If I didn't want it to happen, I shouldn't have not posted a video, you know? But I feel like people tend to forget that. Criticism and hate just comes naturally. Hell, there's a reason for someone to hate anything. Or not even a good reason, just a reason in general. It may just because they don't like it, or it may just because you literally did a shit job. And yet, that's still a better reason than, you know, it's still a reason. Still a reason. I mean, you may not like the reason, but hey, it's still a reason. Hey, actually, oh, dang it, you picked up the knuckles. How dare you? But yeah, I definitely will say I did not like them. I did not enjoy myself. I was not feeling it. Ow. Bitch. There we go. And on the floor he goes. Or she goes. I don't know. Oh, someone in there. Okay. But yeah. It's just my personal opinion. It's like, if you don't want criticism, don't show it to people that will give you criticism. And maybe like, oh yeah, but I want people to see it. Okay, then you have to be ready for criticism, because criticism is inevitable. Not even just criticism, hate too. Criticism and hate are 2 things that you're just gonna have to be prepared for. And if you're not prepared for them, maybe build up a bit of a tolerance, or just prepare for the worst. Because expecting no hate to come your way, and thinking everything's gonna be fine, is unrealistic. It's gonna happen. Even if you don't want it to happen, it's gonna happen. And if you don't want it to happen, then, you know, just don't be a content creator, or just don't post your work out there. Keep it a personal thing, you know? Nothing wrong with keeping stuff personal. But if you have soft feelings, don't do it. And I know that may come off as, you know, pretentious, as like, oh yeah, I don't have soft feelings, but everyone else does. Like, no. I'm being legit serious. Listen, step number 1 of becoming a content creator. If you want to actually post content, you're gonna have to learn how to take criticism and hate respectfully. If you can't do that, then people are going to absolutely make fun of you. Especially if you have big outbursts like Karen's. People are going to make fun of you, laugh at you, and gonna continue doing it because it gets a reaction. It's like what they say, every action has a reaction. And if their action causes you to react like a bumbling moron, then they're gonna keep doing that action. Because it gives them a reaction that they like. Off you go, into the hole you go. But I feel like a lot of people just feel like they're entitled to views and fame, but you really aren't. if you can't make something that is entertainable, or that entertains someone, or that people can just listen to, then then you can't really blame them. Like, people, you aren't owed anything. People feel like they're owed attention. They really aren't. Fall. Fall. It's that fall. Fall. Fall, damn you. Jeez. Bro would not fall. They were really sitting there like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on the edge. On the edge of glory. Hanging on the edge. Hell no. Ah, okay, this must be the last one then. For the boss. But yeah, you are not entitled to anything. And if you think you are, yeah, realize you're not. You are not going to get far if you constantly think you're entitled to fame, fortune, glory. You're not going to get far. You may get far if that's like a caricature, but if that's really how you are, I can guarantee you that no one's going to like you. And there goes him. Oh, you also have a no punch. Alright. And fall. Oh, you didn't die? Come back up here. I'm not done with you. Dang, you just like dodging. Alright. Yeah, I just personally think that people tend to forget that everyone has opinions. Listen, if you don't want to hear people's opinions, don't ask people what they like. Listen, if you are asking a question that specifically everyone can't agree on, it's probably an opinion. And if you don't want to hear their opinion, don't ask it. But then it's more of, I want to hear their opinion. It's more of, I want to hear their opinion if they agree with me. And that's a whole other thing, because now you're specifically hoping that they agree with you, and if they don't, then it becomes a problem. But in my personal opinion, probably shouldn't ask them in the first place, because if it's an opinion you don't like, then you're going to get angry. And if you know you can't take it well, or this specific opinion well, then don't ask it. Unless you specifically have to know, like, life or death situation, like, this will make or break the friendship, then probably just don't ask. Don't ask. It's just my personal opinion, though. There's probably multiple scenarios where that doesn't apply, but in my thought process, how I'm thinking of it now, right now, it's how I'm thinking about it. Again, you could probably name multiple scenarios where that thought process is wrong. It's more just, oh, haha, die. But anyways, you could probably think of multiple different scenarios where things like that, doesn't work. And yeah, you're probably right. You are probably right. In a certain scenario that you can probably think of, yeah. Don't fight me, don't fight me, don't fight me, don't fight me. Okay, good, he did not fight me. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm just saying it now as is because it's on my mind. But yeah, there's probably multiple different scenarios where that argument doesn't work. Ah, you broke my stamina. I'm not using another flame. Damn. Actually, how many people? Who's in there? Who's in there? chicken. Okay. Either A, go in there, kill one of the chicken guys, hopefully don't take too much damage, and get out of there alive, or I go get a flame. I'm gonna get a flame. I'm getting flame. I'm gonna use one of my flames. Listen, I know I had 4 originally, but I don't want to die, okay? I do not want to die. I'm trying to do this whole thing without dying once, preferably. And you're asking why I'm going the long way? Because that boss is down there, and I don't want to fight him. Actually, I could. Idea. Light bulb. You! More movement. There we go. That was not enough health. Alright, I need to go back anyways. It's a good thing I went that way. There we go. That's some more health that I needed. If y'all are curious why I'm doing this, because I don't actually have any ideas for videos as of right now. And besides, this is a lot easier to do, plus I can get something out. And then you guys also get to listen to my personal opinions. Since most of the time it's just me playing games, and y'all actually don't get to hear what I have to say. Now imagine if I upload this video and then a whole bunch of people just start hating on me. Honestly, fair enough. As I said before, not entitled to shit. I am not entitled to the people that listen to me. I have to earn that. And if I lost that, oh, boo fucking who. Alright, the final boss. This guy. Oh, to be honest, I do not know your name. Okay. Hopefully we can actually do this first try without dying. Oh, how dare you. Alright. You know, sometimes I kind of miss back when people actually had fucking filters, and before, you know, talking on the internet wasn't as big of this thing, and I was like, oh wow, why would I say such a thing? The internet has helped people so much. Yeah, but it's also kind of divided us, like, not even just people, the world, like, it's divided everyone. Yeah, it made people more divided. I mean, just see how many people are currently hating everyone else just for a little opinion that they normally wouldn't know about, but they know about now because of the internet. And then you have even more people that are making people hate each other even more just because they like or don't like something. And they never would have figured that out, you know, if you didn't have the internet. I know it's like, oh yeah, well that's pretty fucking hypocritical. Aren't you talking on said internet? Yes. I know. Something you need to know about me. I'm a hypocrite. Something you know about everyone else. They're hypocrites. Everyone's a fucking hypocrite. In some way, everyone's a hypocrite. That is something that you will have to convince me it's wrong. Because how I see the world now, I personally say is right. Hey, nope. 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 Fuck you. Fuck you. Back up. Probably should have used smooth, but I don't give a shit. Oh, fuck. Come on. Come on. Oh. Damn. Alright. Well, we almost did it in the first try. We almost did no deaths, but I guess he was not gonna let that happen. There. Jeez Louise. Now we have to hear him talk about him getting betrayed. And then him dying. 114 kills with 1 death. Damn. Alright. Well, I'm going to stop talking now. I hope you all enjoyed me playing Absolver while listening to my opinions. And something I want to say. You can play this in the background. If I didn't say this earlier, you can play this in the background. Like, you could just play this while you're maybe doing work or watching a video. Yeah, imagine watching a video while listening to this. Yeah, imagine that. Listen, if you're like me, that's something I do on a daily basis, but yeah, maybe you could be doing something else, playing a game, doing work, and you can just listen to this. I don't give a shit. Hell, I'm not even sure if the audio actually fully went through for the game. If it didn't, I'm definitely gonna have to fix that the next time I do this. Alright, well, that's enough talking from me. Y'all can do whatever the hell you want. And remember, I'm just a random person on the internet. Don't quote me. Alright, see y'all.